Well, good day again. A lot of you have heard about the benefits of apple cider vinegar. I've only fairly recently heard about it and more recently tried it. Now, before I get on to this little review of mine, you have to not confuse apple cider vinegar that you can probably buy in the supermarkets more readily with apple cider vinegar with mother, or with the mother, as it will say in the bottle. One is totally different to the other. Okay, one is forget what's in the normal apple cider vinegar. It's not the same as two products combined. Okay, so it's absolutely vital. One will not give you the benefits of the other. The one with the mother is the one you want. Alright, so here's what happened to me. I've been taking ACV, apple cider vinegar with mother, for probably a month now. I did try a couple of weeks with the other stuff, which I now know was not as effective. So here's what happened. I was out a place called Laidley, which is about an hour north of where I am here, or south maybe, where I am here in Brisbane. And a friend of mine took us to a farm nearby because we wanted to buy some fresh vegetables. So while I was there, I saw this one, which is called Sutton's apple cider vinegar. It was $12 or $14 for a bottle. It's a 750ml bottle. So I thought, oh well, I'll try that. Well, if it wasn't the next day, it was certainly the one after. I woke up and I was just feeling so well. I was just blown away. I've told people about that. I just could not believe like how well I felt. Just well. It was astounding. So definitely the one with the mother is the one you want to get. Why they say the mother is, you can look up a recipe and you'll see there's like a SCOBY or mushroom. It's not a real mushroom, that floats on top of the mixture when you make it. And I am going to make my own, but meantime I've just been buying some until I get round to, I don't know how I'm going to get enough apples to peel, because you don't use the bulk of the apple. I don't think. It's mostly the peel and the core. But anyway, I may be wrong. I haven't looked into it that much yet. The mother is, you won't be able to see it here. If you leave the bottle sit, there's sediment in the bottom. And that is basically the enzymes made from the mother, which floats, as I said. Okay, so that's what you want anyway, is one with enzymes which is from the mother. Okay, you don't have to look any further for info than that. That's what you want in the mother. Now my review. So this one here, that's the one I felt extremely well after taking for just a day or two. It may have even been the next day, I'm not sure. But when you look closely to it, now this is probably not a very common one that you'll find anywhere, because it's made by a family-owned farm called Sutton's. And it's actually made in Thalimbar, which is, I think, near Stanthorpe. So maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours from here in Brisbane. But I'm sure there's other people make it. Now what it says here is not diluted. Naturally aged vinegar mother. Okay, so not diluted, so it's empty now. It's pure apple cider vinegar. So I couldn't find any, so I found the chemist or pharmacy, or if you're in America, a drugstore. And I found this other one, Barnes. Again, it has the mother. But when you look close, it says it contains water. So in other words, it's diluted. This was about, I think, on special for around $6. And that's, how big was it? Sorry, I'm just reading. 1 litre. So 1 litre. Which is pretty cheap. That was okay. I mean, it doesn't taste any different. And then we found the one that you see everywhere on YouTube, Bragg. It's actually made in the USA, and it's the one I've been using. I think it was around $7 or $8 locally. I found it in a supermarket, kind of like a chemist warehouse. So I bought a couple of bottles of that. Trouble is, as great as it is, and obviously it's great, it has a huge following, it says diluted to 5% acidity. So yeah, most of it's water and 5% of it is the acetic acid, which is the apple cider vinegar. So clearly this one's a better buy because it's all pure apple cider vinegar. Trouble is its scarcity. But if you Google, you'll probably find different places that make it. I Googled before I could find this one, so depends what country you're into. Certainly you can make your own, or if you're on a farm, or if there's farms nearby, I mean, probably someone makes it. But definitely far better value for money. This is the one that had the massive impact. I mean, I've still felt well since I've been taking it, but I have to admit, not as well as the impact this had. This just was like bang. Whatever it did, it just did it well. Another benefit I've had too is I was getting swollen legs and knee pains for probably the better part of a year, and I know it's a circulation issue, but I haven't really had any of the pain. If I have, it's been very fleeting. Now the biggest thing I've noticed personally, I have GERD, or gastric reflux, basically, call it what you want, and I've been on tablets for a good 10 years now. I've been on Nexium tablets, and I like to get off tablets if I don't need to, and without a word of a lie, I have not had to take a Nexium for the month now, at least month, maybe 6 weeks it's been since I've been on the apple cider vinegar. Yes, I do still get some reflux. Most nights I feel a bit, but then I just take a shot raw of the apple cider vinegar and just wait for a minute. Like, it's pretty potent, it'll take your breath away. Then I might wash it down with a little bit of water. I won't go into the details of how it works because other people have done that. Basically, alright, I'll go into it, I guess. My understanding is that you get reflux or heartburn because the acid in your stomach, which we all need for digestion, ends up going up your esophagus and past a little valve there. Okay, so how's it go up, does it think? Now, okay, bad bacteria produces gas. All bacteria produces gas. So basically you're getting a stomach burp going burp, and that's what's shooting some up the esophagus, the channel from your mouth to your stomach. And ironically, the apple cider vinegar, you're adding acid, yes, but it helps your pancreas produce the good bacteria, which fights the bad bacteria, so you don't get that reflux action. Very amazing, the body. No matter how long I live, I'll never be aware of everything, and it's mind blowing. So that's my review. They all taste pretty much the same. Just do what you need to do. This is probably the most common one. Certainly seems to be in the Western world, the Bragg, and there's nothing wrong with it. You can see plenty of the sediment down the bottom. So before you take it, just give it a good stir. So make sure you're getting some of that in your system. Yeah. So cost-wise, this is a better value. Again, it's going to be hard to find. They have a website. Probably a number of more or less home-produced ones have websites. So, yeah, the main thing, as I say, take the apple cider vinegar with mother. However they phrase it, with the mother or with mother. Do not confuse it with the other stuff like Corning's apple cider vinegar, because it's not the same. Okay, so I hope that helps. I'm only trying to help, that's what I like to do. So look into it yourself. Don't just go, oh yeah, I must try it one day. Just try it. do it and see what it works. It helps you. It's helped me. I'm not going to stop taking it. And I take it 3 times a day. Sometimes I'll just take some more. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, if you take it with warm or cold water. I often take it with ice water because that's again helping my metabolism. So, yeah. Alright. Let me know what you find when you take the apple cider vinegar, or what your findings are that if you're already taking it. Because it's quite wonderful stuff, and it goes back thousands of years apparently to Aristotle, who used to take apple cider vinegar with mother. So yeah, let me know what you think. Okay, speak soon.